Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins. Welcome to another day, another game, another Thursday. Honestly, this game seems kind of loud, so I might actually turn it down another little smidge, but it's hard to tell because like the sound is actually just really dynamic. So like sometimes it's like nice and quiet and perfect in the little green zone, and sometimes it's like, hello. I guess we'll see. I did turn it down a little bit already, so maybe that'll be enough, or maybe it won't be. We'll go from there. Let me know as we're going through the game. Starting off with my own little hydrate here. So yeah, this game I was warned. I got this recommended, and it was basically ended up also being a Christmas gift. So I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot. And I got warned on Twitch that apparently it's a game for adults, and that's the first time I've gotten that warning. So we'll see. I was not given that warning by the person who gifted it to me, nor the people who were recommending it. So I guess we'll find out. But this is what I found in the like literally it's just like in the main menu for content warning, which I'm like, hey, that's actually a good place to put it. Where like you can look at it, it's optional, but like it's a thing. So this is some stuff that might happen. I guess, well, there probably will happen, though maybe my choices will change things. I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll kind of go from there. Maybe this will be one of the first games that Jelly does that is going to be surprise for adults. And we'll kind of roll with that. I mean, either way, honestly, I thought about it, and I ever thought like, hey, what if I ever do a game that's like for adults? And I thought, okay, well, the easiest answer for that is that obviously the chat is going to stay PG-13 because I think that that's still basically pretty respectful and like open to stuff. Maybe a little lighter on the like, swearing maybe matters a little less on those specific streams, but I think it's easier just to keep the chat the same and then let the game speak for itself. So if it does go into that territory, that's what we're gonna do. If it ends up being too much, I might stop it, but honestly, probably not in this case since it's an indie game and at minimum, it'll be something that's very finishable. So let's give this a go. So yeah, all I know about this game, and again, same thing like the chat or me, or whatever might be in a terrible location currently, will take it one step at a time, just sort of move stuff around like we need to. But this game is very witchy from all the vibes I got, which just seems really cool. I love those vibes a lot. Like Eldritch stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit again. One more level of down for everything, except for that. That's not a sound. Maybe that'll make a difference. Now it's been clicked down by 3 clickies. So maybe that's enough. Let's find out as we get into the game. Also, sometimes like intro music at the very beginning is louder than everything else, so who knows? Maybe we'll end up having to turn it back up. Anyways, here we go. Empty. Eternal void, heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. It feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? We're off to such a great start. I'm already down. Got some eldritch shenanigans. Whoa. My name is Fortuna. I'm a witch. Abramar. Why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun, tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 20th year of my millennium-long sentence. This up over here. Boop. Spooky non-festive Oh, you're right. I could absolutely be spooky to go with the spooks. Because this is way more fitting for what's happening right now in this. I'm into it. And yes, hello, Ripsticks. Good to see you. Good to see you. Is that a confetti cannon? Was that a silent confetti cannon? Did it make a noise? If it made no noise, then that's fine, but I'm gonna have to fix that. And that might actually be, it did make a noise? Okay, but I didn't hear the noise. Double fascinating. Okay, I'll deal with that later. That's a different problem then. I actually did have problems with OBS today. I had to update and then roll back and then re-update and then re-download some things. But hey, it's working now, so that's good. That's what matters. Okay, so at minimum we know at this world that witches are immortal. Or at least this witch is, which is awesome. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle, planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years. That's quite some time, I feel you. I had been imprisoned for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my there's no good place for me to be. I'll just have to do this sometimes, I guess. I am really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course, you're welcome. Is something the matter? Not really, it's just after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Whoa, mundane, that hurt. Oh, I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. Oh, I love that laugh. I like you. I like you so much, I'm gonna let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that, I won't back off. All right, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You are already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview so we can get to know each other. Oh, they're going on their first date. Lesson 1. Is this the tutorial? The tutorial is us making a contract with an eldritch being. I love it. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I'm a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As part of my sentence, Adana banished my Karadek. Okay, I'm gonna try putting myself over here. You know what? Maybe I'll just have to move around. We'll just be here for now, and maybe we'll be somewhere else later, and we'll just kind of go with that. One step at a time. Adana is the leader of my coven. You must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven? Bleak. But how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Adena didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushed the catastrophe forward. Adana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her should you have the chance? I don't think that's necessary, honestly. I'm pretty sure we could just get her to embarrass herself so much she leaves on her own. Killing her would just make us look worse to other people, and that does not solve a problem. No. Isolation didn't eat away at Mercy yet, I see. Okay, I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot? No. I mean, tarot is cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Shh. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to which school, Fortuna? For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic: air, water, earth, and fire. No. Don't worry, it'll be fun. Plus, you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now get some rest. Tomorrow we will start with the invisible energy, air. That was a short interview. Lesson 11? Maybe that's the Roman numerals, so 2. I'm gonna say it's 11 for now because it makes me giggle. First day of school, are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to hear something other than my own voice. That's cool. Today we are gonna talk about air. I'm gonna focus on what will be useful for creating our own divination deck. Understood. Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious energy within a community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that's around us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air and you will acquire unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place. Even when isolated, you are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I'm ready. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? Why would you want to be pitied? I want people to like me. I want to be adored. Ready for an ego trip, eh? I'm on board. Inspiring adoration will allow you to gather support from many, but be careful you don't get overthrown by your idol persona. I understand. Hello, gutter ghosts. This is a brand new game for me. I know almost nothing. I'm already super excited though because oh my god, the aesthetic alone is phenomenal. Actually, I think I'm gonna move this over here again too because I can't figure out where I'm supposed to put all this stuff. They changed the UI on me once already. And don't get me wrong, I'm loving the art style. Like, that is part of what is selling me instantly on it, but it's also making it a little harder to figure out where to put streamy things. Allow me to steal our energies together then. Ooh, ugh, that hurt. Okay, so we have an actual little number from that too. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it, but it also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know, I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to craft cards. Oh, see? Well, that's okay. This one I can at least duck from. This is the Arcane Grimoire. Okay, so the Opera House. Here you acquire magic. Is this Alice in a Duck? Magic images that can be used to craft our cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the backgrounds, arcana for the main figure on the card, and symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your composition. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now, you can only acquire air-type elements because we've only unlocked the air seal. Oh yeah, I got this game as it was part of my Christmas gift. So for me, like, yeah, I'm starting right now because this is my first stream after Christmas that was even possible to do. So I'm pretty excited. And I mean, yeah, I really look forward to seeing like all the mechanics of it. I'm already very interested in like, we're doing some nitty gritty stuff here for sure. You can go ahead and browse the grimoire to savor your future creations. Okay, so... Okay, so it's like that. So this is also air. Okay, hold on. So let's read the thing. Enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. I wonder how that's used. Quicksand graveyard, magical cemetery for the witches who dare to tamper with time. Quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. Ooh, that's terrifying. Pleasant prairie. This also air. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grasslands inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. Moonstone Temple. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major daemons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple made the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe and enhances their powers through humility. Oh, that's super cool, too. I guess that's Earth, just basing by the color. This one's water. Same thing here. I think that's an I. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, though. Ivalana Payash Ios. That's going to be wrong. During the last war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of the water deities. The waters of Yvlana, we're going to just say the first part, are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. The road. I made an attempt, but I can't say it was a good one. The road back is lethal, the road ahead is unknown. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, we got mixed ones too. A daemonic Desertlands. Desertlands. I don't know why I changed the pronunciation there. Home of Dahlia, the Daggersmith Witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone daemons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. Oh, that's pretty. The Shipwreck Library, the home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Oh, that's poetic. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. That's super cool. I definitely want that one. War is meaningless. Valid. The Canis Majoris, one of the largest known stars, a forbidden behemoth, was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. Sunset Docks, humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Jade Monk's Waterfalls, home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The giant Jade Monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased Jade Witch back to these waterfalls, she can be born again as immortal, retaining her memories but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches. They're coming. Oh, that seems... Oh, no, that's basically like... Instead, okay, so first of all, yeah, witches are immortal, but now you can become... If you die, they can bring you back as a slave mortal. That sucks. Gem skull belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Greth carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say that these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra. That sounds so cool. I want that. Nomad Sky Caravan. The best merchants of the galaxy. They couldn't figure out how to travel through space, so they tore away a piece of their homeland skies and took it with them. A blue nebula full of flying ships that soar the Milky Way. Titan quarry titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mined minerals for. They're happy to share ore with them if you ask with respect. The 100-column warship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there is a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb into a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from the many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah. No clue how to pronounce that either, especially you see those. It's a bit different for different languages. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons. Their forges are always alight. The Red Strings Club, a cursed cocktail bar. I like how some of them are like the bone marrow of this behemoth and something in space. I was just like, oh, it's a cocktail bar. It's pretty cool. I like the contrast. A cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customers' souls. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neato. Forgotten Factory. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems and allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar system. Human covens. Interesting. Magical post office. Oh, that's adorbs. A magic forest realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. The magical post office is the quickest way to send letters and parcels to one witch dominion to another. Witches favor this method of communication because there is no known way to tamper with it. I like this one. Oh, there's more. There's so many. I should not read all of these. Yeah, okay. Can I go back to the first ones? Nope. Nope, we cannot go back. And now this art is so, yes. Yes, this kind of art is incredible. Oh my god, it does remind me of Death Parade. Yes, that bar is exactly like the kind of Death Parade. I actually really love that anime. I know a lot of people were like, it's okay, but I don't know. For me, I really liked it. Just the whole vibe of it was just great for me. I have seen it. All right, so I'm not gonna read all of these, but yeah, I will. If I'm gonna buy one, I'll absolutely read it. We can only do the air ones, so oh my god, that booty. It was really cool though. Goddess in love with a sidereal snake. Fascinating. Shamans have been taking care of the soul and heart of many tribes since the birth of the mortal kin. These mortals can grasp a blur of the ideas we witches weave into the light of the stars. Okay, let's read the air ones for now. Yo, right? It's really emotionally intense for sure. Oh yeah, hey Alchine. Yeah, dude, for real. It's Slay the Princess is an amazing game and I absolutely believe it should be supported, but at the same time, I completely agree that experiencing the game, at least even once by yourself, even if you've seen someone stream it before, and maybe especially if you haven't, but I think both. I think it's really either way. Experiencing what once for yourself is amazing, and then you can decide later to give them more money, and that's totally great. Plus, they're also going to release a kind of expansion-y thing at some point too, so yes, literally, I will never forget that. That's a core memory. That's a core memory of voice actress showing up. So cool. Gutter Ghost, have you played Slay the Princess? It is a very, very good game. And yeah, basically just a quick recap is that what happened was first of all, highly, highly recommend. It's incredible. Honestly, the less you know about the game before you play it, the better. But if you're the kind of person who does, like the devs have even gone as far as to say that they actually prefer people to pirate it to have the chance to experience it and then decide later on or when they can to give them money or pay for it later, which is honestly really, really cool of them. But in addition, we had the voice actress for the princess show up in one of my streams and hang out in the chat for a while, which was so awesome. Is it only PC? I think it might be. It's very possible. But I literally haven't checked, to be fair. Oh yeah, it was super cool. So yeah, let's see. Okay, other air things while we're here. Harpy Herald. Harbinger of the newfound past. The Herald has been spreading occult discoveries from coven to coven since she was created by the corpse of the arch with... Oh, that's really cool. Harpy, created by a corpse. Yeah, for sure, definitely look into it. Like, it's... Like, if you just watch the trailer or just anything at all, I can still just absolutely guarantee it's worth it. Like, of course, I also streamed it as well, so if you really want to take a peek beyond the trailer before you buy, I would still recommend, like, honestly, that it's worth playing first, but the stream that I did was 100% blind. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much for the follow. Like, 100%. People coming and hanging out, like, it's always welcome. Like, there's no obligation to follow. There's no obligation to chat. There's no obligation to anything. It is 100% a space to float in, float out, and just enjoy the moments for as you are. But yeah, I do have a YouTube and a Discord, just in case, for basically, mostly, that's especially for, like, for these kind of streams, to make sure that for people who want to catch up on, like, story stuff, they're able to. So, right, where were we? Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. I will have some tea, some nice chamomile tea. Oh, I'm not even going. This art is, yes, I love that. That's so cool. Oh my God. A wolf mother and children. Look, it's, whoa. Adorbs. Adopting orphaned magical creatures. That's phenomenal. Oh, I love her too. She great. Here the officers, her services, dominatrix, her sources is lost in lust. That's wow. That's the thing. Hire for the heretic. Although humanity has a long history of witch burning, they have never managed to burn a real witch. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, for sure. Thank you for letting me know, Gutter. And it's really great to see you here. I always love having new people around, especially people who are excited about the game I'm playing, because honestly, like, it's good vibes, but like the people who come to chat bring so much of those vibes. So it's like, I appreciate the vibes you are bringing and I'm able to reverberate upon them. Oh, this is adorable too. Forbidden door to pleasure. Oh no. 7-year-long orgasm. Okay, yeah, I see why this is a game for adults, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with that. We'll keep the chat PG-13, but the game will be what it is. A dragon. Just a dragon. Treasures and grudges, both things. Look at this guy got guns. Oh my god. Purple Blood Seeker. Deer Folk Paladin. I like the breakdown of it on the side. I imagine this is part of what could make these characters animate, because this is exactly the way you make stuff in a game so that things are separate and able to be animated separately. But it's still really cool. The avian dancer, the florist. A very old man given his entire life to the art of growing and reading flowers. Oh, that's a whole thing. It's a whole art. It really is. The astronaut. Whoa, that is a crazy looking astronaut. I'm so into that. The fallen hero. Okay, so we only have 2 options. So we either can get the shaman or the harpy. I mean, cult discoveries. Listen, I'm here for discovery. Now it's a whole bunch of different ones yet again. Totally different. Golden shovel, bottomless jug, asteroid. Oh, maybe it's the whole major, minor arcana as well. Select symbol. Oh, because we're crafting a card. These are 3 parts to the card. Oh, right, because the first one's a place, the second is a character, and now the third is a symbol. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of different combinations here. That can make things totally different, even though I don't understand how the combinations work yet at all. What it means, I don't know what it means. I'm just picking it random, and that's totally okay. Onyx trumpet. No one can ignore the sentiment. Aether wings. Ooh. Gift wings to other people. Oh, that's so cool. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm probably gonna go with wings. Just saying, especially because so far everything else looks pretty much not but a book. Uh-oh. I also like book. Once the information is classified, replicated through every book. That's basically that's a cell phone. That's an internet. This is a basic internet. Shield. Dark matter bow. Cannot hurt physical entities. That's cool. Nope, I think I don't want the trumpet. I either want the wings or the book. And honestly, the wings seem pretty cool to me. Because wings also make it sound like I could, I don't know. I feel like I'll be able to choose the book for something else later. Let's get the wings. That was my first gut instinct, so let's do it. Basic. It is internet. It is whoa. Oh my god. I can just put it in there. Don't worry, it won't cost you extra energy. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, how do I... Yes. There we go. I always thought the harpy should have wings. It's weird that she doesn't. Can I flippy? No, I duplicate. Oh, I can move her. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, this has unlocked my art desires. No, making that upside down is not gonna work. How do I flip it? There we go. We're gonna give her so many wings. Yes. Yeah, you did? Oh my god, right? It's just so fitting. Make that look great. It's good enough. She looks like she's in a rush. Maybe we can I don't know, put this behind her or something so it kind of looks like it's not the bottom, not the top either, but down one more. Oh, okay, fine, to bottom it is. Let me just make it look like, okay, you know what, let's just make it look like the letters are just flying around off of her. Just magically taken with her. You know what? Let's give the letters wings too. Everything can have wings. Just imagine this lady coming with a flurry of wings upon her with her letters, just following her as she flies around. Oh, right. Reverse. Smaller. There we go. Maybe slightly bigger. They have cursed me with this because this is too much fun. Okay, really tiny. Back. It doesn't. Put that up a little higher. I don't want it to interfere with her. She is doing. Duplicate. Oh, that's what we want to do. Not have to do it all over again. I imagine like this behemoth is just like, yo, I get it, girl, you're into this, but like, you wanna calm down? And the answer is no. No, I don't. I was like, let's give more wings to her, but honestly, after I've done this, I'll probably be like done with putting wings. What are you doing? It's like, no, it's important. This is the most important part of the game for sure. There's no way it can't be. Yes. See, this is great. This is perfect and ideal. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like this because this is great. Only one thing I want to do is like move all of this slightly over, but it's fine. I have no idea what those dots were connecting, supposedly. It's so pretty. Look at my card I made. You can move the back. It's too late. It's too late. And that's okay. That's for next time. No, it's meant to be exactly the way it is for this one. We're gonna call it fate. Fate said that I wasn't allowed to know about that until next time. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. The magical post office controls the flux of information, a strong avatar for justice imbued with purpose. The Aether Wings elevates the arcana for everyone to see. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. It's so cool! Air elements lean towards relationships, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. Yes. Do I have to hit back? I think I have to hit back. I got Chivo for making the first card. I prefer Tarot. It was a bit confusing. No, I'm excited. Looks promising. Feels way more complex than Tarot, but I can sense its potential. Good, we're only just getting started. It will all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry, you must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abramar. Thanks to you, Fortuna. I will make you happy, I promise. Night! He seems pretty cool. I dig him. He is not made of stardust. He can grant you power, but will not understand your heart. Yes, lesson 111, emotion. I know, I figured out at this point it's definitely Roman numerals, but I think I'm gonna read them wrong every time because it will give me a giggle. Oh, Fortuna, each day me cometh to teacheth thee. For briefeth is the cosmos and eternal thy grief. What are you doing? I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to someone after internal imprisonment. Loosen up a bit. Yes, obviously. Oh, familiar. What charm art we studying today? What? It colors me, art thee well. Stop. I give up. Now we come here. Now come here and teach me your magic. Well, even joking around doesn't stop you from being intense. Okay, focus, Abramar. Let's begin today's lesson. The second element we will unlock is water. Water represents substance, meaning the hidden nature of things. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, and willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. That's a good synthesis, yeah. Master your water and you will have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't my forte, but I understand. Yeah, I noticed that. But don't worry, I'm here to support you. Now, for the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question, and remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I know. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. Oh, this is a tough question because the answer for me, for Jellycat, is almost always knowledge, because I love knowledge more than anything, all the time, always, forever. But at the same time, romance plots are so much fun. Like, seriously, I love romance plots. Power, I feel like I don't want to go with for this one because the last time we picked basically that I want people to adore me, and I feel like that might start to get a little narcissistic, especially because it's not necessarily really true. We don't really, like, for me, I don't really care that much about power. I care about being able to use it. What's power without knowledge? And romance is fun, so do we want fun or do we want to be smarticle particles? Oh, this is a toughie. Let me think about this just a little bit. I mean, we are alone, right? Okay, see? Like, I'm not even sure, because, like, I'm trying to think also about, like, not just me, Jellycat, but also the character, because, like, we're a witch of, like, fortunes, right? So, like, do we really want knowledge? Do we want to know everything that could happen always forever? Is knowledge dangerous? Well, yeah, it's dangerous, but I think that people just use it wrong, especially that's what she even said already. But being alone, maybe this whole time, all you really just wanted was to not be alone. Because what is knowledge without someone to share it with? Okay, you know what? I'm going with romance because I've decided all the others, none of them are great without someone to share it with. Romance. Interesting that you specified romance and not just love. If it's sex you're interested in, I can you can what? Oh boy. No need to waste a seal. Shut up. Romance it is, then. I wasn't joking about the sex, though. I mean, we've both been isolated for far too long. If you ever feel like it, I'd be happy to oblige. I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they are etched into the cosmic wheel as we speak. In time, it'll all come to you, and you will be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. I see. I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you will get your adoration. You'll notice how people idolize you. With time, you'll know those who satisfy your thirst for romance. Then whatever we seal your earth will happen. And finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. A price, huh? Everything you've asked for will come at a price. I guess your summoning spell is forbidden for a reason, huh? Having second thoughts? No. I need this. Seal the second contract already. Brace yourself. Ugh, my bones. Woohoo! Girl, you have power. I just hope this torture is worth it. It will be, have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes, same as yesterday. Head to the basement. Wonder if we'll get to click on other things in this room. Also, I love, like, I thought this was like a little guy with a smiley face. I just realized it's a clock. Okay, so we have only water now, so we're gonna water it up. Okay, so do we want the thing we can't pronounce with the boiling waters? The most profound emotions? Or no, we want her. I love her. I'm like 99% sure we're going with that. Anyone who parts ways with someone will never meet yeah, no. That seems like it's cursed. No, I want the lady. I want this lady. I just love the poetry of like letters that were never sent or never got to their destination. I can't even imagine what if she also gets all of the texts that were never sent, because oh my god, the amount of times even I have like started to type something and then looked at it and just been like, no, none of this is worth it. Just deleted the whole thing. How many paragraphs of things have just been deleted in text that this girl is reading on her phone? Like, I just imagine she also has a phone. She's grown with the times. It's just gotta be a lot. Okay. Again, we only have water, so let's only look at water this time. Let's read the water ones, though. Wolf Mother and Children, a behemoth born from the erotic retelling of a popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge absorbs the sediment of her words. When a tale is narrated enough times, a minor behemoth will appear. The Wolf Mother now wanders the cosmos, adopting orphan magical... Yes, that part, I love this. I'm pretty sure I want this. I'll come back to this. I cannot pick this one. Forbidden door to play, right? This is also one which is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna read it though. Forbidden door to pleasure. Witches found this door chained to the ever-expanding edges of this universe. No one's ever dared to go through it. Once, a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long orgasm. Addicted, she went back to look again, but this time she exploded into red dust. So too much, but what a way to go. Any more? Nope, not really, because we don't have any extras there. Though I like this guy, he's pretty cool. I can see exactly where he fits, but I think it's nice that you're allowed to put them wherever. Fallen hero. Yeah, okay, so let's see. I think I want... I actually do think I want the witch because I really... Or the wolf mother. Because I think it really fits with the vibe of, like, letters that are never sent and just, like, orphaned magical creatures. Basically, it's just a bunch of things that were just kind of left behind and abandoned. Though, everything about this is insane. It is also tempting, but like, I like the vibe. Okay, so now the symbols to go with it. Bottomless jug. The unshed tears of the dead. Oh, that is really sad. That's another like unsent, unfelt, like this. So that one might be it. Okay, what's this one? They say it only makes traitors bleed. Since there's only one, it's been lost since they used in the trial that got Adina expelled from her former coven. So you got the what? All right. I needed to have a sneeze there. I'm good now, but I'm gonna drink some tea. I think if I wasn't streaming it, I'd be more tempted to pick the door too. I think everyone's tempted to pick the door because you're so curious. But also that wolf mother is very wholesome and pure, and I'm gonna go with that vibe for stream. Maybe play again on my own and do different vibes. Also, the fact that Adina's got expelled, like, is she was expelled from her previous coven, or she's been expelled since we've been, like, in prison for 200 years? Who knows? Oh yeah, that's another thing I cannot pronounce. That looks German though, I'll be honest, which means that someone should be able to pronounce that. Is Alchin still here? If so, then tell me if that's a German word. If not, then I totally understand and probably went off to play Guilty Gear with the new toy because, like, every time you get a new toy, you can't, like, not play with it, so I totally understand. Anything else that we have that's just water? Swordfish liquor. 1 glass will make you happy. 2 glasses will make you horny. 3 glasses will make you honest. Isn't that, like, normal alcohol? Like... Dark matter bow. Ooh, the mirror. Mirrors are cool. A mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so witches use it to find out if they are fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Oh, that is so useful. I would love to have a mirror like that in my life. Of like, am I lying to myself? Oh yeah, so for the 13 plus thing, basically, well, PG-13. First of all, PG-13, basically, for me, it just, from what I can tell, it just makes, like, it's for chat, and it just makes, like, a nice atmosphere. It also doesn't mean that things are off limits to talk about. Like, I'm sure you've seen, like, some crazy PG-13 movies, but what it is mostly is it's about just, like, the vibe, and it's an attempt, and it's about keeping things in a way that everyone feels welcome. Because I found a lot of people, if you get into, like, sexual topics, for example, people can feel uncomfortable very quickly because they're so deeply personal and everyone has so many different opinions about it, which is why it's like, it's okay for me for this, that it's in the game, and I'll let it be what it is in the game. But when it comes to, like, and we can refer to stuff that's happening in the game, but when it comes to how we, like, discuss it, going deep into those kind of discussions just sort of can make some other people uncomfortable. And it's just easier to just be like, in a place here, it's like, I want people to be able to feel like they can come here, hang out, chill, drink some tea, and just kind of feel comfy. So it just kind of keeps things comfy for everyone. It also keeps things from going, like, overboard with swearing. Most swears are okay. We keep it from going too cray-cray, and it's like, oh, do we have an F-bomb? I make mistakes sometimes too, but it's like, oh, I used my 1 F-bomb or 2 F-bombs for the stream. So it goes. Sometimes the game will do it for me. It happens. And that's okay too. So basically that's how I went to that, and I've ever since I implemented it, it's been really solid. The first person, well, I think I stole the idea from someone else, kind of. I saw someone mention PG-13 on one of their streams, and I'm like, that's a really good way to phrase it. Because like I said, like, there are some crazy topics in PG-13. Like, you can do almost anything in PG-13, but it's about the duration, the intensity, and, like, the comfort levels of it. It's about keeping it modest. So, yeah. Can't say it's completely original, but I do like it, so. And I can't say or remember where I got it from, but it was really just someone who specifically just said try to keep it PG-13, and I was like, oh, I'll base an idea off of that. So I really like the mirror, but I also I just love this art. I really like the mirror, and I also really like the trident, actually. I like the bottomless jug because it's so sad. Do I want to go with unsent, unshed, unloved, abandoned, or do I want to go with the fooling yourself? Now, if you know what, I was going with the theme before. Let's stick with the theme and just make it these things where it's unsent, unloved, unrequited, etc., etc. Yeah, that's not gonna I moved background. What does this do? Okay, so... Oh, here's how I move background. Oh, whoa. Okay. That explains why I was like way off in the corner before, because that's kind of what it expects. But no, we want this lady in here. But are they like bros? Maybe they're bros. Yeah, it's hold and drag, but I had to click up here, which was the thing I was not sure about. I feel like I want to make it just a little bit more like this so that there's more going on here. Yes, you can hold this precious bee-boo. Should the wolf mother be like, no, I think it's fine. Honestly, let's just, everyone can breathe underwater, it's fine. Do we want like one up here? Yes, we do. I feel like I want this one flipped. Put over here in the background, like more background. Right? Weekly wine nights and gossip times, etc. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought of too. This proud baby here. Super cute. You can hold a baby too. Everyone holds a baby here. Why not? Actually, we'll flip this one. Put it up here. And more of the jugs. More jugs. Jugs jugging around. And where else can we put like... So I guess like we have the fish doing fishy things. Flipping around. Maybe we just put like another fish like up here. Just be like, yo, water isn't even real. So you can actually see it. And then I suppose the final jug. I feel like I just don't know. I feel like I just need like an even number of jugs. Bit bigger, just so. Oh, you know what? We'll just have that like coming out of the jug like there, and then if we want, we can even put. No, we don't really have any others of these that haven't already been used, so we'll just do this like this. This is perfect. Or just a smidge over. Perfect. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret. The love from the wolf mother is infinite. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represent inner desire. It does? I thought it... I guess it does. I mean, I guess... like, the unshed tears, I guess, is inner desire. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Mercy, wellness, communication, peace, and power. Coming of age. Cool. I really wonder, like, what their algorithm is for combining these. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. We have 2 cards. What's gonna happen when we read a card? Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, so a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I'm gonna read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. Ahem. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I might be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's gonna be a very simple reading. I'm gonna draw a card and place it on the spot to read into your past. Here we go. They're shuffling our 2 card. The Coven. Okay, so yeah, magical post office, control the flux of information. Okay. There was a time in which you were worshipped by a coven. Ooh, I get to pick one of these 3, okay. You've been tricked, tortured, or destroyed numerous times. You are older than this universe. I mean, I feel like that one's definitely true. Okay, this is basically like what kind of symbols we're getting from it here. I don't know what's gonna happen if I get this. Am I gonna get more stuff? I think it'll give me, I think the readings will give me the things. I think all of these are probably true. Okay, but the one I pick is going to be... I don't know, I really like context and I really like air. So you know what, I'm gonna go with this one. Oh yes, those were the days. Didn't end well for me though. How's that? Well, there was a time a lustful witch summoned me to help her gather a harem. Harem of 100 of the most beautiful among witches and fairies. Looking back, those were some fun times, but when the time came to pay the price, the witch and her 100 lovers cast a spell to break me into 99 pieces. They scattered me across the cosmos. So sorry to hear that. Took my next summoner 10 millennia to gather all my pieces and repair me through Kintsugi. Oh, maybe that explains all the rickety cracks here. That's where all the golden scars come from. Yes, you won't betray me, right? So far, I'm nothing but grateful. You've got a great ally in me, then. Wow, what was that? Yep. I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. See? All right, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the cosmic wheel. I'm so happy for you. And I'm so thankful, Abramar. We're just getting started. Now go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Abramar loves you. Do you think you will ever be able to love a being such as him? Yes. Is that gonna be my romance? Can I romance Abramar? I'm down. I've always wanted to romance an extreme, like a crazy eldritch being. Today's lesson is about Earth. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course, but this one is pure potential. Literally, power. Oh, okay. Glad to see you excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay, Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are all forms of Earth energy. I understand. Now for the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the Earth Seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? Well, we did romance. I feel like we probably gotta do love and the support of my friends. But, definitely not the middle one. Myself, personal growth and self-realization. So, romance is the idea of at least having one person with us. I feel like a lot of people pick romance and love together, which makes me really tempted to pick myself. The other reason I'm tempted to pick myself is because the best kind of romance is the kind of romance where both people are also in love with themselves. And it's two beings who love themselves who just happen to make a greater whole together, as opposed to two codependent people. And for this, yeah, absolutely, like support of your friends, etc. Like it's cool, it's neato, but it also could be a little bit codependent, or like I need validation, I need all this stuff, right? I'm gonna go with myself for this one. Myself, personal growth and self-realization. The lone wolf, huh? Not really. We're gonna be romantic, and we have friends. And we want to be adored, but at the same time, the only people that can determine our own determination and willpower is ourselves. We are the ones who are stuck with the choices we make, no one else. It's the safest position to rely on yourself. I just hope you never break down or your willpower will shatter. There will be no one else to pick up the pieces. That's what the romance is for. It's okay, I've come this far by myself. You sure look strong, I'll concede that. Very well. I'm sure he has some words of warning for the friend ones as well. I hope he has words of warning for all three of them. I mean, I would really hope for the second one. Now I will seal our Earth energies. Get ready. Oof, big ouchie. The power. I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although we still have fire to seal, that one's painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part, let's make a card. It is the fun part. Like, Abramar, you're absolutely correct. Make a card, gonna make an Earth card. We actually have a couple leftover doodly boppers this time around, so we can actually make something that's like a combo wombo. Nothing with fire though, and nothing too spicy. But we definitely want something. Oh, remember how I said I wanted this? Pretty sure I still want that. Let me double check. Titans are cool though, but at the same time, this is also very cool. This is also super cool, but we can probably get this later in the future. I have a feeling we'll be able to get it in the future. I kind of wonder if we should just get like a pure earthy one, but like I think that's the only pure earth one. No, hold on. There's also this one, which is also incredible. Should we immediately go mixed and do a little bit less of the power there, or just kind of do something like this? Because like this is so okay. Sorry, no, I gotta get this. I can get a pure earthing later if I really want to. This is just so neato. Okay, this is also really cool. The seed of knowledge. astral behemoth that hides behind the moon of planets which harbor underdeveloped cultures, like the solar system's Earth. It puts myths from other dimensions inside of mortal minds to guide and protect them. That's super cool. We don't have fire. We don't have enough air for that. We technically have enough for this. The Coven of the Machina Guild erected these steel golems according to instructions detailed in the scriptures that the Beldam Automata handed to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. Is really cool. But it's mostly cool. Laura, we still want something that's mainly... We want something that's mainly our earthy boy. I mean, this is dragon. Straight up dragon. Or the Deerfolk Paladin. Also very cool. I want this guy later. I want everyone though. This kind of makes it hard. Okay. Imagination of mortals and extinct because of their greed. I like it. I like dragons. This is very simple. This is Jellycat like dragons. The last bladed tool forged by the gold blower. The golden shovel is hollow, so you can feel the energy resonances of the earth while you dig. I don't really like digging. Actually, it's not true. Like, I love like Terraria Minecraft type things. Cane of sacred wood. Cane carved out of wood from a sacred willow makes grass sprout from every hole it pokes on, even the most arid soil. It's very cool. Obsidian sledgehammer. Bolts fixed to the earth by an obsidian sledgehammer are impossible to remove unless you recite the words carved in the hammer's head. They're often used to trap demons or to set up camps in the wildlands. One of these things is not like the other. We could get the book. We should really be going mostly earth for this one, but we could also get the book. That'd be pretty cool. What did we get for the other ones, though? We grabbed dragon, and so the book could still actually work pretty well for the vibes we're going for. Protects the warrior from their ankles to their eyes, a common piece of equipment for the Deerfolk Paladins. Oh, it literally goes with the Deerfolk. You just do the book. Kind of funny. Iron Servant of the Forged Planet. I'm gonna grab the book. You can't stop me, game. Remember this. I did already mix a little bit. I did a little mix, but it was the question of, do I want to leave a little mix or do I want to go a little less mix? And the answer is, nah, let's mix stuff up. Let's mix it up. Let's get weird. Okay. First of all, oh, can I like zoom? No, it can only be like one of these parts. That's gonna have to be like probably around here. Like I bet a lot of people end up zooming like here, but I would prefer if I could just, well, it's okay, this is fine. We'll just make this work. I have an idea. Okay. So we have the book. The book is here. The book is writing about things that the dragon has done. And we're gonna make that bigger. Make this go actually on top. Mixy mixy. Now we have the dragon's head, which we can make much bigger, honestly. Sort of like it's coming through here. Don't really want to cover the doorway necessarily, though. We're gonna have this so like it's... Kind of looks like it should be coming through. We can make it come through the door too. Watch. Now it goes here, and then we can go around It's almost too on the nose. No play after clean. Oh yeah, for sure. I totally understand. I want to play more too. Oh, I can like grab a bunch of things all at the same time. That's nice. The game knows we don't need to have. The dragon doesn't need arms. Arms are for squares. In Whoa, okay. Little gold pile for baby. Yeah, this music and everything is just so cool. And like, I feel like I'm still in like tutorial section. Smaller. No. I don't know why I'm not just duplicating these, honestly. You know what? Trash. Duplicate. Yeah, I figured, like, absolutely. I duplicate all this. I can't. Send back. I don't know if we want another second egg, but I figured it was at least an option. Nah, I don't like the second egg. Thought about it. Second egg goes away. Just another coin on the path. Stream schedule, yes. For this game, I will be streaming it every Thursday at the same time. So depending on where you live, I can't tell you what time that is, but it's a little bit before you showed up I will be streaming for another 35 minutes. I stream for 2 hours for Thursdays, every Thursday, and on Tuesdays I do Horizon Zero Dawn currently. So that's how that's going. I just noticed this treasure chest. Like, just noticed it. It's not super visible, but it'll do. How else do I like put more wiggle parts? Just connect the wiggles. I basically can. Okay. It's not perfect, but it is pretty cool. Maybe I should just have it so it's like behind the skull. Let's try that. The hard part is that, can we make that look like it's coming from behind the skull? Not so much. Because the problem with that is that if it's coming from behind the skull, it needs to go behind this little bridge area, and that's kind of an issue. It's kind of non-Euclidean. Non-Euclidean dragon. I like this part, honestly, makes the most sense, even if it's going to be non-Euclidean either way. Can I make this guy longer? good enough. Oh, maybe we can do a little twisty here and actually put these together. So picky when it comes to this stuff. Should have known. If I had known this game was going to do something like this, I'd be like, oh, that's dangerous. I could be here for ages. Wiggly wiggly. Now we can put this. Need to swap that around. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's like I could definitely have done some more cool wiggly wiggles with this guy, but at the same time, it was going to be very difficult to make that work. So, their option was, yeah, no, not really. Not really a lot of option here, other than like if we just made that go swoop into there specifically. Which is really tempting, actually. Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, we're changing it. We're changing it again. Don't judge me. Now this one goes similar. I don't need this part anymore. Take the tail. But honestly, we might just have like another secret tail at the top. For like, where's the other dragon coming from? We don't know. Super secret side tail. Yeah, that looks way cooler for the shape. Like, the overall composition of it. It like almost looks like it's behind there if you don't look too closely. And then I can also make this actually bigger. Which still makes it so the doorway is kind of visible so you can see what's going on there and have a little more egg moving around. One more little gold piece, just like, oop, this one, duplicate. So you're just like falling off into space. I really like the whole falling off into space thing. I've done this now with more than one of these. But I still really like it. It's totally restarted like entire just like, no, throw it all away, do it again. It's all wrong. I don't even know what this is going on over here, but I really like the shape that's happening. I see maybe people were just like having a little swirly thing happen somewhere in a different area, but I feel like what we could do is, I don't know. We can make that kind of swirl up here. It'll look fun. It kind of does. Kind of looks fine. I don't even know, like, this is either a part of a tail or just like another small little dragony bit. We don't know. We just don't know, and that's okay. Forbidden knowledge. I feel like some of these are probably easier to make than others just because like the themes go so perfectly together. Anything else? No, it's probably perfect, honestly. I feel really good about this now. All part of the mystery. The Magna Carta. Arcana are blessed by the power of the gem skull belt, a symbol for a haughty guardian. One look for the ancestral being can command mortals to sin. The Arbiter's Book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. That's very cool. I mean, I'm very proud of my card. I think I did a great job. come upstairs and do a reading for me, wouldn't you? I guess we're gonna do his present, since we did his past. Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any idea on what to read next? I'm gonna read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher? You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game, do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. Okay. Okay, you are resentful, but you don't seek vengeance, you seek acceptance. You want to make a difference, have an oh no, I think it's that first one for sure. I want to make a difference, to have an impact on this universe. I'm apparently going to go very hard air because I like this. I really, really like this, the seeking acceptance thing. Oh, wow. Even I didn't know that. I mean, I am well aware that I'm resentful. I've been gravely mistreated for eons. But I didn't stop to think that the cure for that resentment could be forgiveness. I don't think anyone can enjoy a happy existence being public enemy number 1. It makes sense that you should look for redemption. Hey, hold on a second. I didn't say I should redeem myself. I did nothing wrong. The witches who abused my power are the bad ones in this story. I never forced anyone to seal a contract with me. You talk like an arms dealer. I suggest you stop being judgmental. Start thinking about how to put my powers to good use so I can clean up my portfolio. We'll see. I think I'm gonna draw another card. Oh, what for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Shh, let the cards speak. Oh, our new one we just made. Oh, it's precious. Okay, you feel the need to make your superiority clear. You try to hide your depression, or you're trying to seduce me. Oh, we're not going there immediately. Listen, even if they are, you don't want to tell them that you're on to the game right away. You have to, if you even want these things to happen, they have to happen at least partially naturally. You can't just force the issue. We're not going there. You're trying to hide your depression. Let's be soft though. We can be soft. We can be a little bit of the water though and still be like, hey, you're trying to hide these feelings. This is a mask that you're wearing. Like you're trying to act all big and tough, but like it actually really sucked to be torn into a million pieces and put back together and taken advantage of and all those things. And this one is this, I don't think he needs that. You try to hide your depression. I'm depressed? How could I be depressed? You don't even know what you're talking about. Are the cards wrong then? The deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. Well, I don't feel this card is wrong, and I'm not human, I'm a witch. Hello, Minty Cow, welcome. You may be the almighty behemoth, but I am the fortune teller here, and you're just my querent. When this happens, it usually doesn't mean that I'm wrong, but the querent can't accept the reading. Come on, I'm older than time, I would know better. Lonely, maybe. Frustrated, resentful for sure, but depressed, that's a human thing. I've never known a behemoth that's been depressed. Abramar, listen. It's okay, I can help you. I am the one helping you here. Yes, and I'm grateful. But if you ever need to talk, I'll be happy to listen. You are not alone anymore. Wow, this witch. You'll feel better, I promise. Sure. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. Oh, dang, that's deep, actually. I like that. I'm gonna remember that line. You are absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal and the most trying of the energies. Very well. I was like, right? Like, get into the deep stuff. Why not just, like, why even small talk all the time? You know, what's the point if you want to know the future? Who knows? Do you believe your friends will understand why you summoned a forbidden behemoth? Will they tell on you to the coven? Had you discovered through your fortune-telling that a fellow witch had broken the same rule, you would have reported her, wouldn't you? Lesson V, conflict. Ready for more? Yep. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It's pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Ah, yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective. Which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. So what is it then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on the training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? That might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. Ha 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 ha. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abatamar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is, then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, and fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But you don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. Even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We're the living example of that. Master your fire, and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly. What will you sacrifice to access my magic? Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. I'm not sacrificing my immortality. Nope. And also, okay, yeah, we're gonna go boop, boop, boop one more time. Because just looking at the thing, it's like the sound effects. I mean, I love them, but they are just intense right now. That's upsetting. That's super upsetting. Don't do that. That could even be yourself. I mean, the coven abandoned you, and since I'm not saying my immortality, well, sure. This is not an easy question. It's not supposed to be, and they kind of want you to go in either this direction or this direction. So I can't even imagine the person who's like, yeah, totally, I'm down for this. I don't need to love anyone. I guess we're gonna have to go with the coven. Coven. Wow, that is brutal. Why? Doesn't mean they'll all die. They could just disband, right? Yes, or they could be absorbed by a more powerful coven. Or they could all fuse into a single, all-too-powerful witch. I've seen it happen. There are many possibilities, but still, to use everyone you know as a payment is wild. Do you want to reconsider? No. I don't think we can. Nope, this is my final answer. As you wish. It will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Oh, it's gonna suck. I can't breathe. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me. Fortuna? Oh. Whoa. Oh my god. Well, here's gonna be some of the people in our coven that we're apparently gonna sacrifice, but hopefully it really does mean that they just disband like we foretold in the first place. This art is so cool. Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Chapter 1. Again, the arbitrage. Who dis? What happened? Sorry I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. Well, this is why you can't sacrifice your immortality. You would have died. Thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah? What about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window, you've got a visitor. Falcon, that's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches unaffiliated with any coven that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them? Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Oh god. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm afraid of having witch wars and witch cops. What do you think the arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible, my arts are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the arbiter over. Oh yeah, of course. Plus, I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry about it, there'll be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you eventually. As if I could escape you. Yeah, I want to make the card. Like, listen, they put me here for like over 200 years. I think they can wait a few minutes. Okay, we got some fire, fiery fire. Fire, fire. This is pretty cool looking. I do love this. I do love how simple this is. It's just like not this whole long thing, just more is meaningless. I dig it. Any other cool fiery fires we got going on here? This one's also very cool. Oh, but then there's also the club. So tempting. I do want the club. But we should have we should have a card that's at least mostly fire, so let's make a mostly fire card. We can probably make more cards later. Okay. Oh yeah, can we... We can Yes. I just, I don't know. Though then again, this one matches absolutely perfectly with the current card we just pulled out. It really does. We could make that happen. Oh, this also fits really, really well. So do we want the fallen hero? Or do we want Pyre for the Heretic? No, this one seems dangerous. I like the vibes of this one more, especially now that I'm going mixy-mixy anyways. Okay. Asteroids are astral bodies with a destination. When an asteroid is born, it is written in its core where and when it'll crash. They bring fire and change. Ruby candle lamp. Unnatural crimson flames enlighten the dark paths in the mind. They shed light over hidden courage, but also rage. I like that. Fire whip of dominance. The spirits do not submit because of the pain, but because of the pleasure. Oh, goodness. Blade of Damebo's light you are on fire if you whisper the name of the beast they came from. Eyes for the night, pain for the wrath. Inevitable 3. A summonable flock of legendary prey birds that can deliver any message, hunt any fugitive, steal any trinket. Those are fun. Hunter Witch Rifle. Shoot any magical spells sealed inside a sapphire bullet. I liked, honestly, one of the first two ones. Either the asteroid or this one. I actually really like this one because the dark path of mind, hidden courage, and also rage. It fits really well with the other one. Let's do this. It'll be mostly fire then anyways. We'll have one mostly fire card. Okay. Yeah, I think we want to put it next to this. No, I didn't want both of them, just this one. You can put this in the front. Like, almost like it's hanging off of this. Maybe in the back, so it still looks like it's hanging. Okay, but not that far back. There you go. Right? It feels fitting. Maybe a couple of these need to be reversed of each other so that they don't look like they're all exactly the same flame, even though they totally are. And then these get to be like in every little possible arrangement. Oh yeah, that's right. She has a second arm. Oh no. Oh, I can't undo that. Just have to put her back. You can make her like buff. I like how you can give her, if you wanted to, you could give her like a bunch of arms. Very tempting. No, dang it. Go back. Put this one back further. Like this. Yes. No. Yes. This just sort of laying on the ground. Dropped. Dang it, moves her again. I think should probably go over here. I really want it to look like it's been just like dropped. Send to back. And I think we can do another one of these in her back as well. Sort of emphasizing the hole. Perfect. Just all the focus down here on the bottom part of it. Which is fine. That's really the best we can do to just put every focus bit here. And we can't really go like, we can't really put it like higher up because it does the opposite. I would put it further down if I could, if anything. Yes. I like how I get to feel creative about these. It makes it very cool to me. Omnicide. War distorts all feeling. The pain of 1,000 wounds, the red flame from the candle leads to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. Sabotage, adversity, rivalry, tragedy, change, rebirth. That's a scary card to have. We can make more cards. It just won't even stop us. Oh, we're too powerful at this point. Okay. Give me the bar. Can we make the bar? Please tell me we can make the bar. Yes, we can. I feel like there's probably consequences to having too many cards, but at the same time, I don't care yet. I will just make one more. And if I want to make more, I will make more. Okay, can only have this one or this lady. Oh yeah, already decided. I mean, technically the bartender goes with this, but at the same time, I really love the idea of this. Because, like, I know the bartender fits it perfectly. I know. But I really want her. Like, you get the bar and you have the lady at the bar. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see what we make before we can always go back and just like make it unhappen. Magic trinkets. Whisper will transform into gossip. Oh, that'd be great. Okay, what do we have energy for? Anything? Oh, one thing. Apparently this. That might be a reason enough to... Oh, and this. The trumpet. Oh, we can be very silly with that. Okay, so either trumpet or the dark matter bell. Spirits. Nah. I like the vibe of this one more. She does also fit. Like, she absolutely can fit. She's okay, so where do we put her? In the bar. We have to make her way bigger. But she doesn't really... How do you put her behind the bar? Kind of can't. Unless you cover her with, like... You know what? She can stand on the stool. Kind of, almost. She can stand on the table. Well, I think we can do that. I think we can make her stand on the table. Come on. Lady, I'm gonna need you to just... Almost make her smaller. Please stand on table. Oh, oh. Perfect. Now she actually looks like she's doing it. What she's currently got. Size. We probably shouldn't make this look like a fur cloud. Just saying. Which was the one thing I had. But we can make it look like little fake wings. That I'm always into. There's also, like, we can make the energy come from her boots. Boot. No! That feel when... This is why we be careful with this one. This one's a little hard to put in the right vibe. Make that a nice little mirror. So in the back. Just make it radiate. I like she's got a sword. Ooh, that's very tempting just to put it right between in her face. But the other option of putting it the exact opposite, you know, just pointing directly into the ground, also pretty great. It kind of fits better her vibe. How do I make that go? Dang it now. At least now with the windy things there, I have a better idea where I put it the first time. Okay. Trumpet. Where does the trumpet come in? Yo, Gold, what up, what up? Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Yes, we are doing art. I have an idea. I wasn't sure what to do with this, so I'm just gonna do this instead. Duplicate. No. Duplicate this. Yeah, boy. Announce. Pleased. We are pleased to announce. No, maybe we should just go on the bottom then. Actually, hold on. Goodbye. Shoop. Duplicate. Classic. Someone is announcing her performance. situation. That's what's happening here. Crafted a story for this, and I'm not giving up on it. I mean, normally, like, it's kind of more like these are bugles, because normally someone's hand would be over here, but, you know, whatever. Duplicate. Flip. Send it back. I have, like, a thing for wingy things, so I'm totes into it. She got a cat and out. She's a dominatrix. 1000% a dominatrix. I will be taking no further questions. No, you can actually ask more questions if you want. This game is a little more for adults than I knew when we started this. But that's okay. We're rolling with it. Duplicate, flippy floppy. Like to fess up to? No. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like dominatrixes as a concept? We've been over this when I was playing Slay the Princess. Plus, she's a fairy, so it's like even cooler, you know? Alright. There we go. I could add more, but at this point, I think honestly, this is just perfect as is. Yeah. Bacchanalia. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. The Duchess is a master of desire and power dynamics. This fairy is a gateway to corruption, but also strength. The sound from the trumpet garners everyone's attention. Yearning, passion, temptation, courage, leadership, purpose. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did not forget who I was speaking to. This I'm like, I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of into this. It's kind of hard not to be. There's something real special about it. But yeah, I know. Look at my cards. You just got here. So gold, look at my cards. These are so much fun to make, and I love them so much. Like, I have like a little story I came up with for all of them, and like I did a lot of like finagling to get these to look good. Oh man, it's been a wonderful time. I like the combination of art here. I really don't think I can make more cards. I cannot, which is good. But I have made my nice amount of cards. I guess I cannot talk to my boy here, so I gotta go back upstairs. Okay, so I know I'm normally supposed to end at this time, but I'd like to go just a little bit longer today because I'm having a really, really nice time. I think I'll take it 1/2 an hour at a time, so we'll see how it is in the next 24 minutes. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the arbitrator's office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your coven's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. I'm pretty sure we have to, though, because I'm pretty sure we cannot do any other interactions, so... Yep, we cannot do his reading. Invite. Oh, that was instant. Oh, I love your style. Oh my god. Tia, thanks for having me. My name is Tia, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. Really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The Arbitrage office recently discovered your situation, and we're worried it might go awry for the community. Excessive punishments begin rancor, and a 1,000-year-long exile, that's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adana, the leader of your witch clan. Adana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me she didn't punish you for that though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, what? You plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Now that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? Absolutely not. A premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. You don't agree with your leader's judgment. That is not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to a pot of imprisonments. What would you have done then? If the end were nigh, you'd like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I have to act as a natural party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Lie. Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? This is horrible. Help me, please. Yeah, it's absolutely messed up. It's actually like literal torture to isolate someone for even small periods of time. This is horrible. Help me, please. Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence somehow. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your terror attack. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity because I'd love to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask. Anything to confess? Actually, I'm crafting a new deck for divination. Oh wow, that's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations, yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Adana, right? I'd trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact or it becomes relevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck, it's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it's my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact, so I would love a reading very much, yes please. It'll be my pleasure. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Is there something you would like to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Oh, buddy. I'm gonna draw 2 cards for you. The first one is to look for opportunities and good omens, and the second is to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. Oh, that's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please go ahead. We actually have 4 cards. It finally makes sense that we're shuffling. Okay, magical post office, leadership, purpose, adjusted, predestination, luck. I feel like this one seems possible. This one feels good. This one feels like a good one. Promoted to a higher rank, you make a very important Nope. That sounds like it could be me. You are going to play a crucial role in future politics within the witch community. Oh, yes. Oh, I love this one. Because that one's way cooler and more interesting. What are the other colors? Yeah, no, this is way cooler. What? I shouldn't. We arbiters are a neutral party. Maybe it's something that falls into your line of duty. Maybe your splendid job as an arbiter put something misshapen back on track. Ah, that's great to hear. That is all speculation at this point. But what the cards let me see clearly is that it is specifically you who will play a crucial role in the future. Ah, the pressure. Okay, okay. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, coming of age. Unleash hidden potentials. That's gonna be the difficulty though. Don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. That's all I can say. So it's actually gonna be fine. Don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. Oh, that's it? What can I say? Some people are born under a lucky star. I wouldn't call myself a lucky person though. If I was, I wouldn't have ended up as an arbiter. Why do you say that? Aren't you happy? Well, I do enjoy my job, but I didn't willingly become an arbiter. I miss so many things from being a normal witch. Like dating and all that, you know. Oh, spicy! Nope, not the romance. We're not romancing her. Sorry. It's alright. That's what I deserve. Like, are you not allowed to date if you're an arbiter? That's messed up. They take everything from you, even romance? Can I ask why? Actually, you can't. An arbiter's background is classified. Right? Become police, become banned from dating. Yeah, joining the witch police is mostly a punishment. So, oh, I see. Happy to know nothing grave will happen in the near future anyway. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? Oh. That was amazing! And a bit scary, but mostly amazing. Thank you. Your gift could be a very valuable asset for our office. It's a crime that you're imprisoned here. Well, I shouldn't position myself in such matters, at least not that strongly. In any case, it's an objective truth that your skills are wasted on this forsaken rock. Now, as an arbiter, I can't simply overrule a done sentence, but I'm gonna lift the ban on visitation. Wow, can you really do that? I just requested a permit form from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my arbiter's notebook gets updated with the moon stamp. Arbitrage forms are updated in the master grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. You girls sure are efficient, eh? There are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the moon temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests on your cute asteroid home. This makes me happier than I can express. Hee hee. You deserve this. I'm just happy to ease your pain. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I should be going now. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for the reading. Take care. Let me know if there's any trouble. Bye. Right, being banned from romance. Like, because it's not like they can ban you from having feelings. So, like, how exactly does that work? Like, you have feelings, but now you can't admit them. You can't talk about them. What happens if you get caught? There's so many questions. Chapter 11, Making of a Witch. Oh, Lord. I guess I'll read that out loud. Had a 5-minute long or no way, you're shitting me. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I don't know what he did to me. I pushed him away when I started. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. Yep, there's the not PG-13 part. That's okay. I'm just gonna roll with this. And he put it away. I was still fighting last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. Someone have super orgasm too. How do you do it? Well, he put this special toy in my... Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. That played a major role, but I think it was a combination of many factors. This game's just, oh yeah, no, it's, whoo, buddy. The incense, the cocktails he prepared, the music, the smell of the sea. The planets just aligned, what can I say? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should read a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everyone to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff or you'll end up finding trouble. Yeah, to notice anything. It's fair. That's fair. Like I said, we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it in game. Because I like this game too much to not say anything about it. This is just gonna be the spiciest game that we've ever played. PG-13 is for the chat. For the most part. Maybe this is gonna be spicy. We'll test the community with spicy. See what happens. Maybe I trust all you guys. Maybe. We'll see. More trouble, I mean. Come on, it's only been a couple of scares. What's life for it to not enjoy ourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sets you're missing out on, sis. First in Pokemon Curse lore. Yeah. Listen, we're doing our best. You. Gotta say, wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia. Actually, we broke up. Oh girl, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sorry, Eva, what happened? We've been dating since high school and I guess we just drifted apart. Oh yeah, no, if it starts with the wildest thing, then like, I can't say I blame them one bit because it definitely, it's a punch and you're just like, whoa, okay, we're going there. We're going there. All right, I'm into it. Let's go. Let's do this. You look so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we've always been good at putting up a front, but the truth is that this last year we've been fighting too many times a week. What about? Those stupidest details. I have my theories about what's pissing Alicia off anyway. Tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. I went from tarot readings to I am a sex goddess. Oh, to be fair, there was the tarot reading about the door of forbidden desire. That one was pretty spicy, and also the dominatrix, who her entire purpose is to take care of witches whose desires have gone too far, and they need to be tired out, all tuckered out, you know. So there were some hints that we would go this way. Plus, also you missed earlier when the Cthulhu, no, not even Cthulhu, the Eldritch being we summoned is offered his services. Yeah, also the naked fire lady. Though to be fair, for some reason, when they're on fire, they seem less naked. If they're just like made of fire, I guess. Is that weird? I don't know. I guess I should be honest and say that in reality, nudity doesn't really bother me so much because, like, I've always thought it was weird that we make such a big deal about it, but I respect that people make a big deal about it, and, you know, that just is how it is. It's all because of the activism, right? Wow, how did you know? You just said it because it pisses me off a bit too, to be honest. Trish. Trish. I don't actually remember how to pronounce that name. I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that's fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, only consume local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. It's not much of a sacrifice. It's about working on your habits, really. Come on. Okay, I get it, but I never asked Alicia to do those things. Though, yeah, actually, yeah, I 100% agree with you, Gold. Like, I never agreed that, like, nudity and sex is taboo stuff. But that's actually also it's especially an American thing, but because it's an American thing, because of the Puritans, etc., like, it's leaked into media, which kind of leaked into other media, but at the same time, like, even if we just talk about, like, Germany, like, they have a lot of public nudity in a lot of places, public parks, etc., and it's just totes just is what it is, a-okay. Or like when I went to Barcelona, there was like an entire just like large nude section of the beach, and it was just chill. There were a lot of not nude people and there were a lot of nude people, and it was totally fine. I mean, it kind of is that way in some places in Europe where like violence is considered to be much more like terrifying, much more dangerous, etc., much more disturbing, and nudity is just like it is what it is. It depends on the country, of course, and some countries will consider both to be a big deal, and some countries will just have sort of a about how they do it. But Yeah, large phallic statues everywhere. Also, the statues just have, you know, ding-dongs and titties just oot and a boot, just doing their thing, because, you know, and lots of cultures that just bathe naked together and doesn't really matter what gender. Some cultures will allow you to care about the gender or how, like, presentation there, and some don't. Like, every culture treats every aspect of it differently, because it's also not even, like, nudity. Because, like, Japan, even, for how, like, repressed sexually they are, is also, like, one of the nude bathing countries. So it's, like, different aspects and different perspectives. Meanwhile, France. Yeah, exactly. Straight up. Like, I really think I think it's America that specifically treats violence as totally chill, but nudity, sexuality, etc. as, like, super scary, oh no, the worst thing ever, blah, blah, blah. And America's kind of the specific extreme, but because it's such a powerful media force, it can make you feel like it's more than just America, but America's absolutely, like, the outlier in this particular case, because other countries where violence is seen as bad is like, or violence and nudity is seen as bad, it's like both are super, super bad. So yeah, because if you over the first Mortal Kombat, yepper doodles. Mortal Kombat, the one where fatality involves ripping out spines and other actually terrifying things. Oh boy. See, yeah, it really is. Plus the satanic panic of, like, Dungeons & Dragons. Like, we were worried about what nerds were doing in their basements. Like, really? Like, we were worrying about people who don't otherwise have a social circle, like, socializing with each other and, like, learning useful skills. What? America is super weird. I remember that one, because at that point my parents actually, like, they tried to go back on letting me watch Pokemon, but I had to be like, no, you guys have already let me do this. I'm also older, like, it's fine. Yes, that's, evolution isn't real, plus they're fighting. Oh no, it's teaching violence. My parents were very much on the, like, evolution, they're showing that evolution is a thing. I'm like, this is the most stupid thing I've ever heard ever. I'm like, mom, it's a tiny electric mouse or a lizard that can actually breathe fire. The evolution is a word. My God, America. Did America also invent flat earthers? I would not be surprised. Why do they repeat their names? Yeah, I think everyone kind of teased why they say their own names, because it's kind of silly, but it's like, hey, you know, some areas that make sense. I mean, for example, like, even like a Pikachu, like, choo choo, that's the sound a mouse makes in Japanese, so it's kind of literally what they're using to mean mouse is that, and, like, Japanese uses sound effects and repetition for meaning all the time, reduplication, etc. It's a whole thing. So yeah, not all of them. Exactly, they don't all repeat their names. Even in further seasons, they don't all repeat their names. It's just the ones that, like, their names that can make sense, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, the rules were weird. All right, so I liked the break, but get back to stuff, because we'll float back and forth between conversation and game as much as we want. Get it, but I never asked Alicia to do all those things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on, I'm sure their relationship is more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea. Ah, it smells so good. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Aw, always so corny. We love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? you never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. Listen, I've had sex, but I've never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know, I like sex, I think, but I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Ooh, is she Demi? That would make me so happy. Well, don't worry, you'll find someone special eventually. And if she doesn't find anyone, that's all right too. Relationships are overrated. Actually, if she's Demi, that would make even more sense why I would pick romance, because for Demi folks, oh boy, finding someone who piques your interest is hard. It's rare. Demi or gray, it could go either way, seriously, because they're different, but they're very similar. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop. I'm pulling over. It's a food truck. I'm gonna start preparing dinner. Do you feel like pizza? Yes. My body is so ready for pizza. Do it, sis. Coming right up. I get to make a pizza. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. This game knows. This game knows what I need. Except for allowing me to make the pizza bigger. More cheese. Oh, that's true. I mean, Demi comes in demisexual or demi-romantic. Also, same thing, gray sexual, gray romantic. You're just because everyone's hot, for example, like with Pan, doesn't mean that everyone's good for long term. That is a mood. That is a very understandable mood. Honestly, in terms of like me, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there's something on the demi-ish scale at minimum for sexuality for me, but for like romance, I don't know. Romance is hard. Like romance is so complicated because you find like, especially because I'd always had a hard time really being able to really comprehend the difference between like the best of friendships and like, you know, when does it become something more? Jelly Belly Kiwi, hello to her too. Welcome. Good to see you. I want to put the knife on the pizza. We can. I feel like we can leave out some. Nah, I love the mushrooms. Literally, so many mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I literally adore mushrooms. Also, your friend is vegan. Shouldn't we not put meat on the pizza? Like, I feel like she'll notice if we didn't pay attention to that part of the conversation. And we can avoid olives because I know they're controversial to some people. I like olives, and I even like them on pizza, but honestly, what I like more than anything is just, you know, if I put this, I'll just put on top. Yeah, okay. This seems fine. Technically no cheese either. Crap, you're right. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. I'm having a really good time. It's really nice in between that. You're right. You know what I'm gonna do? You've made an extremely valid point. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this into 3 types. Like, this is gonna be a split pizza. So what we're doing is this. I'm going to assume that our vegan friend, like, she can have this third of the pizza over here. And we're gonna assume that she likes veg because at minimum, especially with that, she can take off the veg if she needs to. We're gonna give her some olives. We're gonna give the no cheese. The cheese is gonna be over here. It's like less cheese in that general area. And you know what? We'll make a section without mushrooms too, just in case. And honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna be sad to like not have pepperoni meat because no one mentioned like needing it. So I think we'll be okay if we don't include it. So, but yeah, like we're probably gonna get like half the pizza. We're gonna get like a third of the pizza. I think that's fair. Just make up for it with like a lot of cheese over here. And then mushrooms, and then this part, which is basic. But like slightly less leaf over here. Let's give her more mushroom. And more olives. I like how we're really thinking about this pizza. Oh, I just closed the game, kind of. Well, I understand why some people consider eggs to not be vegan, and I think the question is where you're getting the eggs from. Because technically, the problem is it's the same where it's like vegans don't support, like milk, and they don't support eggs because of the industries where the animals are kept. Basically, the animals, like chickens who are laying eggs, are kept in these same like tiny cages, and basically just their eggs are taken from them immediately. Sometimes they're not even given egg substitutes to roost on, to like sit on or anything. So a lot of people feel very strongly about that. I personally eat eggs and I love them, but I also really love tofu. I also really love like other vegan stuff as well. I basically like everything because we probably shouldn't get too far into vegan beliefs in general. Yeah, well, it doesn't take it away from the baby necessarily, because the problem is the milk does hurt them, because some farms who do it, they will like, first of all, they'll take the milk from them way past. Basically, if you keep milking an animal, it doesn't matter how long ago they had a baby, they will keep producing milk even if it's years after they had the baby. So I wouldn't even say it's about taking it away from the baby, because they could absolutely have a cow and let it have the milk and then take the cow to be milked after the baby's not a baby anymore, but before, like during the weaning process basically. But what happens is that these, like, because these suckers are basically stuck on them and they're being forced to be milked day after day after day, like a lot of them aren't well taken care of, and they end up with like scarring and like pus and stuff in the milk, unfortunately. And so that's why it really matters. Like, I think it's one of those things where I think you could be vegan you could be vegan and have milk and eggs if you knew exactly where the milk and eggs were coming from, and you guaranteed that these animals were being well taken care of in these circumstances. Also, but that's impossible to do if you're getting it from a grocery store. You have no idea. Yeah, I think I totally respect that some people want to be vegan and make that choice. I personally don't make that choice for myself, because I honestly believe that in a world with this unchecked and unregulated capitalism, I think that absolutely everything we do is harmful, especially if you think of like, oh, vegan food like quinoa, which how does quinoa get to America? Slave labor. So we're hurting humans and other farmy things that happen during the farming process in general to make quinoa and other things happen. Coconut oil, etc., etc. Palm oil is like the worst, and it's technically vegan. So I personally think if you want to reduce harm, do what you can. If it makes you feel better, or it's healthier, or you think it's just more efficient for the world to be vegan, because in a lot of ways it is more efficient, because like the amount of energy and time and like food, etc. it takes, and pollution it causes to raise a cow to be meat is more and more harm to the earth than having certain vegetables, etc., beans. I totally get it. Make the choice for whatever reason you want. But if someone wants to say that it is strictly better and all these things are strictly like harm-free, I don't think anything is harm-free unless you are personally involved with the getting of the food. Though I also, and vegan food is delicious. I love vegan restaurants and I love vegan food. Actually, one of the best sushi places in my city is actually a vegan sushi place. Yeah, exactly. Chickens produce eggs naturally, straight up. So if you know that chickens are being well taken care of, then 1000% I think that absolutely should be allowed, and I think that some vegans do. I think veganism isn't one set of rules. It's a guideline. It's kind of like how sexualities don't even look the same, you know? Like, everyone, it's a guideline, it's kind of an idea, and you get the basic concept of it, and it helps people make shortcuts for like, oh, you don't eat meat. At minimum, you know that's true, right? But if someone has exceptions, maybe they don't want to explain all their exceptions to you, and that's totally fine, and that's on them. And we can have discussions about it. That's a thing we're allowed to do as well. It's like, if I were vegan, I think I would still do this thing. And you absolutely can. Also, a similar thing with honey. Honey is absolutely one of those things that 1000% should be considered vegan, especially because a lot of honey substitutes are so much worse for the environment, but also because the way honey is gotten from these hives, the way that these bees are being taken care of and everything, like, it's actually totally legit. If I were vegan, I would still eat meat. I mean, there's some people who actually could, in a circumstance, eat meat. Like, for example, a vegan could eat lab-based meat, and another vegan could say, no, I hate everything about meat, and I hate the concept of meat, and I hate the idea that we're creating meat to be consumed. And they would consider themselves to be vegan as well. But, like, meat that's raised in a lab literally isn't hurting animals because the animal never existed. It's just replication of cells. So some people would eat it and say they're still vegan, and some people wouldn't, etc., etc. It's actually a gray area, and that's what makes it an interesting topic, but also what makes it, like, specifically not something you can just hardcore say what is and isn't. But all we can do is, like, for example, while we're making a pizza, try to be considerate and think, hey, you know, she probably doesn't eat cheese, which was a very good point. And she probably doesn't eat this, and we don't really need these pepperonis. They're probably not going to go bad. We'll just not have them. Oh, it's super complicated. Like, honestly, everything involving, like, diets is incredibly complex and super fascinating. You start getting into, like, macros and micros and vitamins, and do, like, you know, what do certain, like, teas or foods actually do for your body. You get so many fascinating, complicated, and not even really, like, agreed upon results. Absolutely phenomenal. Tea, speaking of tea. There's something magic about this dough. Oh, just what I thought. 0 comments on the fact that I made her a vegan slice, but I don't see cheese on her slice. So maybe actually she did totally grab it. I don't know if it works that way, but having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Yeah, thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. And for forcing me to eat cheese. No, we literally didn't! Aw, game didn't notice. Oh no, I'm so sorry! It wasn't on purpose, I made the pizza on autopilot. It's okay, I mean, cheese is the thing I miss the most from having gone vegan. This is a beautiful accident. Try not to feed me cheese again, please. Yes, I'm sorry. I wonder if we could have put no cheese on the pizza and if it would have mattered. I cannot fathom a pizza without cheese. I wouldn't even call it pizza. I can make nice pizzas without cheese too, but I can make one even you would enjoy. What do you mean, even me? Someone with as high standards as few manners as you. Hey. Ha 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 ha. You're kidding, right? Yes, of course, relax. She knows how to piss you off, huh? Yeah, what a talent. By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It can start any minute now. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls gonna be asking for? We're not supposed to tell, are we? It's up to you. But I believe the stars don't care about what you say out loud. What are you gonna wish for? Many things. I have a list. But I guess my most important wish is I want to become a better person. What do you mean? You're already a good person. Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I see it reflected in you and people at the office and in every guy after they ejaculate. Whew. I'm obnoxious. You could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna. It's okay. We promised we'd never bullshit each other, right, little asshole? Love you. Love you too. Ugh, I'll never get you to. Lab meat is fine. Oh yeah, absolutely. I 100%. It's currently a novelty. However, the price of it is currently about like 3 times than like a burger made from lab meat is about 3 times the price of a normal burger right now. However, the price of lab grown meat is supposed to be coming down very soon. So yeah, it stopped being that like thousands upon thousands of dollars. So it's actually possible that lab meat is absolutely in our futures. And yes, there are tons of different kinds of vegan cheeses. Some of them are very similar tasting. I've had a vegan sour cream that was made out of tofu that I loved it. Honestly, I loved it. I wanted to have it. Like, I didn't like sour cream at the time, and I loved this stuff. So actually, that was amazing for me. Now I like sour cream because I came to Poland and turned out it's not actually supposed to be that sour. It's actually supposed to be mostly more cream than sour. Surprise, surprise. And turns out it's good when it's like that. So, yeah, dude, because tofu is like the coolest thing ever. I love tofu so much. Like, I literally, one of the reasons I also love tofu so much is how long it lasts. Like, do you have any idea how amazing it is that I can have, and I do, I have like 4 packs of tofu in my fridge right now. Because it's just something you can just have, you can mix it with absolutely anything, and you don't have to worry about like, oh no, this is in my fridge for a little while, it's gonna go bad, I have to take it in the freezer. It's like, nah, that stuff's gonna be there for at least weeks, maybe a month, depending on the kind of tofu. Oh, phenomenal. And it tastes great. Love it. And it's so healthy. So, like, totally not vegan. Yes, lab meat is literally molecule by molecule the same as regular meat. The only difference is that it doesn't really have necessarily the same imperfections and impurities, so it might taste different, but because of the fact that it's, like, uniform. However, people for the most part have said it tastes really, really good. I actually implore you to take a look at some of the reviews on lab meat if you're interested, because it's really a fascinating science that's happening. And there are people who, I'm pretty sure there's at least one YouTube video of a guy who's eaten it. So, they just, yeah, it's actually like you can't tell the difference, because how could you? I guess we're a pair of bean sisters, and that's all there is to it. What do you plan to wish for, Eva? I want to save the world. Come on, you can't really be that selfless. No, really. It makes me really anxious. Even with everything I do. No matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies, or donate part of my income to fight poverty, the world always moves in the wrong direction. Can't fight whoever's in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me not give up against impending doom. Yo, preach, girl. Preach. It does feel like impending doom. Yes, vegans do have to take vitamin supplements, or there are specific foods that they have to eat very purposefully in very large amounts of. B12 is absolutely one of the things that is really, really hard to get from not meat sources. Yo, it's like so real. It's very hard not to be a doomer when the world is crazy. Sorry. Eva, would you like to help me? Would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? Oh, yes, please. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day, but I was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Please, go ahead. All right, what do you want to know? I want to know about the world's fate. That's very brave. Are you sure you want to ask the tarot about this? Yes. Even if what we find is something terrible? Yes. Okay, we'll look into the fate of the world. Also, I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on these questions in your mind while I shuffle the cards. Oh, are we gonna have like a normal tarot deck? Or are we gonna have our cards? Oh, we do have a normal tarot deck. I wonder if this is random. It's probably not, because it's part of a cutscene. But, could you let me know if this is actually Tower 3 cards? Oh no. Let me know if this is exactly what you got, because I'm curious if there's any difference whatsoever with the cards, specifically in this cutscene. Kind and calm figure personifies moderation, harmony, and synthesis. The water flowing between jugs is an avatar of communication. I know very little of tarot as well. I want to go back and read it again, but I can't. I can either put the world's fate or this. I cannot move it anymore. He'll set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes famous worldwide. Incapable of fighting corporations and government, you'll start a foundation to support the damned. Ooh. Guerrilla propaganda group. I love the idea of a guerrilla propaganda group. That sounds like memes. Sounds like if you're doing memes but for good, that would work so much better than dealing with money. He'll set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes famous worldwide. Wow, what's that? I sense that in the future there'll be many more channels for communication beyond newspapers, radio, and TV. Oh yeah, I do know that the tower is bad. This is a thing that I absolutely know, that like the tower is worse than death. Like death can be metaphorical, death can be positive. The tower is like always the worst card to get. It is like the only thing I know about tarot. You'll be at the head of a notorious group whose messages spread throughout many countries. Doesn't sound bad. I've always wanted to be able to encourage as many people as possible, and handing out flyers at university hasn't been super effective up to this point. Well, congrats, you're gonna get your megaphone. Now, tell me about the world. Let's see how I could use this megaphone. Hermit. The Hermit's lantern is the lamp of truth, used to guide the unknowing. He holds a patriarch's staff to help him navigate narrow paths as he seeks enlightenment. His cloak is a form of discretion. Oh man, climate change will make human life unsustainable. We'll take refuge in massive dome cities. That sounds bad. Super bacteria will decimate humanity, leading us to simpler times. Overpopulation will leave most of humanity to live inside computers. Oh my god. All of these are crazy. I mean, not really, but... Know what computers are yet in this? We don't know what year this is. Whole metaverse. Kinda, yeah. I feel like it's more like climate change will cause us to live inside computers for the most part. And I feel like that's kind of already what's happening, but it's not because of specifically overpopulation. Let's go with that one. I feel like climate change is a bigger worry, actually. Keanu, we need you. What? What do you mean inside a computer? You're barely big enough to fit a couple people inside, right? Lol. Computers in the future will be able to store places and persons' electronic data. They'll be immortal as long as power keeps running through machines. Stop, just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. They're usually more vague, like there will be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower or some planets we don't know about just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. And what's my guerrilla propaganda movement supposed to do in this scenario? We're gonna write computer programs to warn the people inside the computers about a world they don't care about? I don't know. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's alright. It's been scary, but also fun. If your prediction ever becomes real, my grandchildren will think I've lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted this all through tarot. Spooky. You're aware you just totally screwed with Eva's head, right? I didn't mean to. Come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction, prophecy or not. About you. Actually, the plot of The Matrix had nothing to do with overpopulation and everything to do with the fact that, like, humans could not coexist with the computers. I don't see myself going to live inside a computer, to be honest. If most of humanity becomes data, I'm sure there'll be plenty of space for the rest of us up here. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s anyways, so I doubt I'll get to see any of that. That's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids, and I dared her to read into far into my future as she could. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. I felt a terrifying presence lurking beyond my vision. Like, if I could keep reading beyond death, then... Now I'm scared. I will never forget that feeling. At that moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced in some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true, I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. Maybe we can fight magic with magic. Look, the meteor shower's begun. Had to do with humans being trapped in the future. That's true. That is absolutely true. The future does feel like fiction. Well, because it hasn't been written yet. Even if you kind of know what's going to happen. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. It's just 3 of us on this beach. Why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm going to wish for, so I'm okay. Okay. I'll go first. Please, stars. Save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Oh, don't say that. Stars, please make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's always been looking for. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Nah, that wouldn't suit me. I'd rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Oh, shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Come on, Fortuna, ask them. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please tell us. What's in your mind? What's the only thing you would want that's so wild only the stars could give it to you? I want you to be happy. You know, there is something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing the dance of every flame. When I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real, yet everyone's always reminding me of how childish I am. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be a witch. That's how she became a witch. That wasn't so bad, right? The Arbiter, Tia, seems nice. Yeah, I feel like she genuinely wants to help. It's not a vibe you often get from magical authorities. So bold of you to go and confess you're crafting a new divination deck. This deck isn't going to be a secret for long. Better to count on the sympathy of the Arbiters early. Oh, good point. Happy to know I'm in safe hands. Should we do that reading we had pending now? It can wait. You have mail waiting to be read anyway. What's the matter? Are you scared? Scared? What? Who? Me? Yes, I am. What? Why? I've had other beings read me the cards, the stones, the bones, the pendulum, you name it. But what you do doesn't feel like fortune-telling. It feels like you're tearing the cosmic wheel apart. Your readings are too deep and too sharp. That level of insight is something desirable in a seer, isn't it? Absolutely, the best I've ever seen in my long existence. But exposing oneself to your arts feels so taxing. I'm happy, though. It's been ages since someone stirred fear, unrest in me. Thank you. Happy to bother you, I guess, but don't think you'll be able to postpone this reading indefinitely. Sure. Don't let me keep you now. Seems like you have friends eager to meet you again. But where am I going? Am I going down on my deck? Okay. Well. Okay, fine. One more conversation. One more thing. Last thing. I know, because it's already been an hour past my normal time. Last thing, final thing, and then I have to sleep. For 2 friends. Fortuna, this is great news. I'm dying to see you, girl. Save the world, and you'll have me coming through your window ASAP. Is it true what the Arbiter's Falcon said? Can you receive visitors now? Oh my gosh, it's been centuries. How have you been? I would love to see you. Let me know when you're ready to meet me, please. Yo, I want the yas, girl. Give me the yas. I'm gonna leave already. Can stay till then. Oh, I really should. It's not even already. It's already been 2 hours. I'm just like, okay, final conversation. We're gonna have this one conversation with one more person, then we will save and quit if that's even possible. I think I have to wait for the thing to do a save again, but I think God, look at those swords. Fortuna! Fortuna! It's me, Talia! Fortuna! Yeah, she is massive. It's really you, I can't believe it. I'm so happy to see you. What's up, girl? Tell me what you've done these past 200 years. Come on. 2 fucking centuries. Can you believe it? Fucking Adena, I swear to you, she's gonna pay. Slow down, please. Many swords, red, fiery eyes. Oh, the art of this is incredible. I'm sorry. Can't believe I'm finally speaking to you again. So bring me up to speed. There's nothing much to tell, actually. It's been boring as hell here. I almost lost it, or maybe I did lose it. I don't know anymore. Wouldn't be able to stay locked up and isolated for so long, I'm telling you. I would have gone after Adana to kill her, or be killed. If I had your strength. What are you saying? You're stronger than me. 200 years by yourself and you're still standing? I don't know anyone stronger than you. It's another kind of strength too, I guess. But I envy you, ready to go out with a bang, not with a whimper like me. But you didn't go yet, girl. I'm sure you've got plenty of pent-up energy ready to get back in the universe when you regain your freedom. Actually, I've been crafting my own divination deck. What? What do you mean, crafting? You're making the cards and all? Yeah, that's exactly it. I summon images from dominions of the cosmos for the backgrounds. Then I summon images of cosmic arcana and energy symbols, and I compose the design of the cards with them. The meaning of the cards vary depending on which elements and energies I combine. That sounds crazy cool! Show me your favorite card. Well, the deck is still too green. I need to make a lot of cards. Doesn't matter, show me your favorite so far. Okay, what's my favorite so far? Honestly, I'm gonna have to say it's the one I spent the most time on. This one took me the longest. Whoa, Magna Carta, what a name for a card. And I love the art. Dang you. This is already cooler than your old tarot deck. What does this card mean? These cards are harder to summarize than the tarot ones. It does look like something I draw. For example, this one could mean guardian, ego, authority, happiness, temptation. Whoa, and how do you know which meaning to pick when you draw one? Context and instinct. And you never doubt yourself? How can you tell you're not making it all out? It's natural to second guess yourself when you're a student of the divinatory arts. But I left that phase long ago, back when I was a mortal girl. A prediction of mine has never failed to happen, not a single time. I even foretold that most humans would digitize themselves and go live inside servers back on Earth. And I did this almost a century before it happened. Shit, that's amazing. Read the cards for me, please. So we're in the future where that happens. So dang, how old are we? Sure, but don't you want to catch up first? This is catching up. Show me what you've got. Okay, what do you want to ask the deck? I want to know how you've been for these 2 centuries. I can tell you that myself. I don't think you can. We witches lie to ourselves by nature. I bet I'm not the only one that will learn things about Fortuna with this reading. You're not predicting the future, you're creating the future. That's very possible. That's very, very possible. I accept with one condition. We look into your past too. I'm in. Got ourselves a divination face-off. I don't know how you manage to draw me into these situations every time. The cosmos brought me here to make you feel alive. What can I say? Let's do this. This is Dahlia's past. This is definitely Dahlia's past. Falling out with Jasmine, you reached and patched it up. You fell in love with the daemon of the White Sands, and you're keeping your relationship hidden from the coven. You forged a Din dagger to kill Adena, and you got cold feet in the end. You've been plotting to leave the coven and found your own clan of warrior witches. Oh. I mean, if I'm sacrificing the coven and she leaves the coven, then she won't get sacrificed. It's that simple. Yes. I like this one. It also gives me some colors I haven't really had access to. This one is also really interesting. We have a lot of earth already. I kind of want to do it do I want to do it based on the... No, I like the reading the most. You've been plotting to leave the coven and found your own clan of warrior witches. Oh shit, you should become an arbiter. Straight to the most problematic issue. It sounds really dangerous. How deep into this plan are you? Pretty deep. Haven't gotten to the point of no return yet. If I snap my fingers, there's a good lot of witches ready to fight our way out. We've been discussing everything in front of the Minister of Secrets, so there's no risk of word getting out till the day comes. I discovered it though. Nah, you're the only divination freak in our coven, and I know I can trust you. Sure, but please try not to hurt yourselves or anyone else on the way out if it comes to it. Not even Adena. It'll be easier for everyone if you manage not to harm anyone. You're right, but that's extremely naive on your part. Sorry. It's alright, you're so cute, I love you. Love you too. Got a lot of earth going on here. Oh boy. Oh no, that's so awful. I resent you and Jasmine for not having fought to the death to free me. You're supposed to be my best friends. I don't know if I'll ever love you like I used. That's so mean. No way. When I couldn't deal with the anxiety, I hurt and disfigured myself beyond recognition, then patched myself back up with a regeneration spell. I have spent so much time alone that I hate myself, I hate my voice, I hate my thoughts, and I don't know how to exist anymore. This is all very brutal. Fortune tellers, like, yeah, who believes that actually telling the future, creating the future the whole time. I mean, this one seems the most true. Right? Pick the one that hurts the least. I feel like... Right? I really feel like that's what's happening too. I feel like I agree with you guys. I feel like this one, as awful as it is as much as it feels like it's a breaking point and that's something you can pull yourself back from. Whereas this is something that, like, you can pull yourself back from this, but it's something that you still will have to deal with going forward. And I don't know if this will make her have, like, a more depressed outlook from here on. Whereas, like, this is, like, an action moment of fury and awful, but still. Yeah, exactly. This is the only one that's kind of temporary. Or, you know, we'll see. This is so strange. I can't see a thing. I've never tried to read into my own past. Maybe I'm not supposed to. What? Oh, what a bummer. Sorry, I can't meet my end of the deal. Did we just lie? Do you want to try and ask something else? Nah, it's okay. I played and I lost. Not that I mind sharing stuff with my best friend anyway. So only we get to know that one. She doesn't get to know. Maybe? Nah, that's enough fortune telling for today, I think. Gotta hand it to you. This new deck is something else. Congratulations. Thank you. Right? It's almost worse. She didn't even say it out loud, right? I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Can't wait to witness what you do once you reach your full potential. It's gonna be scary, that's for sure. By the way, I have a favor to ask you that I don't know if it's gonna be too much. Hey, I'd do anything for you, whatever you need, Dahlia. The thing is that the favor isn't for me. That's why I'm hesitating to ask. Oh yeah, maybe it's a why with one pip. I couldn't actually tell much. A good friend of mine is in a bit of trouble, and having just seen how amazing your new deck is, I wonder if you could help her. What happened? Her name is Greth, and she's a witch architect. She mostly works asteroids and wandering moons in temples. She's a pretty young witch, joined the Coven around 130 years ago, so you wouldn't know her. But she's the purest. I'm sure you'll love her. Sure, I'd love to meet her, but stop beating around the bush. What happened? You must promise you don't tell anyone. Promise. She tried to summon a behemoth. What? I can relate. Tell me more. Wow, that's like super illegal, isn't it? Indeed, that's why we need you to keep this all from Adana's ears. If the Coven learns about it, they'll tear Greth to pieces. Last time I checked, the punishment was cosmic erasure. Oh, jeez. What's your stance on this? I want to protect my friends, of course. Happy to hear that. What kind of behemoth did Greth try to summon? Well, to protect me from its influence, she didn't give many details. Greth tried to summon a builder behemoth to help her craft a special altar out of a titan skull or something like that. But since she's an architect, their essences were so similar the behemoth got entangled with her own being. They fused. She hasn't even let me see her since the summoning went awry. Ooh, that sounds grave. She's desperate, that's why I'm coming to you. Your deck may be the only hope for her at this point. She can't stay hidden from the Coven forever, and when they find out... I don't even want to think about it. I'll help her. I'll do everything in my power, I promise. Thank you, Fortuna. I must go now. Yep, ripperoni. Rip and pip. Rip pepperonis. Thank you for the reading. You're the best, and I love you, and I'm so happy to have you back. Me too, Dahlia. See you soon. Zoom. Okay, it did the savey thing. All right. Okay. It's already our 2 hours, 3 hours have passed. This is amazing. I love it. But we have to stop for today. We must. I really hope that that's the save progress thing. If not, I remember exactly what I did and we can do it again. This is super neat. I really like this. I'm looking forward for more. Right? Suddenly, more interaction than you've ever had in the past 200 years. I feel like it would feel like a lot. I feel like it would be really intense. But, yeah. All right, so that was amazing. I'm really looking forward to next week when we do more. For anyone who missed and wants to catch up on what happened earlier, this is obviously on Twitch right now as a recording, and it will be on YouTube soon, probably tonight, honestly. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to next Thursday when we continue that. Yeah, I haven't tried to do any fortune readings ever. Never tried to do a tarot reading of someone. Yeah, lots, I think. Yep. So we'll see all that, and we'll have, the next time we see each other, no matter what, it'll be the new year. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to stream next Tuesday, but I can't guarantee it because it depends on how I feel after the 1st. But I will do my best, absolutely, to do it. But of course, that will be Horizon Zero Dawn, and next Thursday, guaranteed, and it will be this game. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I look forward very much to more of this, and it was great. It was a great meeting you, Getter. It's wonderful to have a new person hanging around for as long or as short as you do. Yeah, everyone have a absolutely happy, super happy new year. I'll see y'all in 2024. Do, 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 do.